Well, hello, little monsters. It is Ken Lawson, Renaissance Man again, and I just finished doing a reaction to Got You Under My Skin with Lady Gaga and Tony Bennett. So I don't know if it's going to get up before this one or not. It depends on which order I add it. But you'll have that coming soon. I also did a couple days ago, but still haven't edited, Born This Way. So we've got some stuff coming. After that, it will probably be GUI and Judas. But when I was doing the Lady Gaga or the Tony Bennett one, Happy Mistake from Jimmy Kimmel Live popped right up, and so many people have asked me to do that and say that it's one of their favorite vocal performances of Lady Gaga. So I thought, it's already up. I might as well go ahead and do it. That's what she said. So, or he said, depends on your situation. All right. So we are going to jump in and see how this one goes.
Her album Harlequin is out now. Here with the song Happy Mistake, Lady Gaga.
Play of comedy with tragic words. The
Love the lighting
audience
here.
Was smiling, cheering on a scene absurd. I can try to hide behind.
If you don't mind, I'm going to go back and start this over and turn on lyrics because I want to catch what she's, I want to catch all the lyrics. And I know that some people think I turn them on because I'm not always understanding what she's saying, but sometimes having them displayed on the bottom helps me grasp them a little bit better as everything else is going on visually, if that makes any sense. And I get the feeling I'm going to want to with this one. The very opening notes there reminded me of Hurt by Johnny Cash. I know it's a Nine Inch Nails, but
I'm acting in this play of comedy with tragic words.
That's a great line.
The audience was smiling, cheering on a scene absurd.
Wow.
I can try to hide behind the makeup, but the show must go on.
I love the ambient lighting picking up the others.
Ooh.
Chill.
So crazy.
Ooh.
My head is filled with broken mirrors. So many I can't look away.
Oh. There's so much there that's awesome. One thing I love is when she held that note and then when she went into I Feel So Crazy, that ended up becoming the word that led into the next note. Because on, right here, that's a neat way to rhyme that. Every line in this is phenomenal so far. Ooh. Using the mallets, the felt.
Portraits of a strung-out girl. How would I get so addicted to the love of the whole world?
Another chill.
I can try to hide behind the makeup, but the show must go on.
I've gotten chills like 4 times already.
Feel so crazy.
Ooh, a little bit of grit there.
My head is filled with broken mirrors. So many I can't look away.
Okay, oh man. And I know y'all are going to kill me for backing up here, but there's so many things that she's doing. And the instrument choices in here with the acoustic guitar and the trumpet. And has that guy got a saxophone back there? I think so. Instrument choice is great. And her body posture is something I'm sure a lot of people overlook. It would be very easy when you're singing this kind of thing to just stand up and belt it out and think that what's being said is enough, but she's putting the extra in to look, a little overwhelmed, maybe beaten down. It's her body movement in this is adding to the performance so much, and it's transcending a Jimmy Kimmel performance for sure. I mean, look at that. That grit in there is killing me.
My head is filled with broken mirrors. So many I can't look away.
God, these instruments are just great. And people were right, this is one of my favorite vocals of hers so far. And see, now she's standing up straighter because she's in a hopeful place now. Oh. Chills again.
All I need to breathe is one happy mistake.
This is a tour de force type performance.
Make my happy mistake.
Wow. Wow. I know I use stunning a lot, but that was extra. That was amazing. That is definitely my favorite vocal from her of everything I've heard so far. And it's funny at the end there, just the way she was dressed and everything. And I am sure that that there are drag shows that feature people, as Lady Gaga. And if you were going to do a drag show performance and bring down the house, I would think that would do it. I think that would be phenomenal because I've been to a couple drag shows and things, and I will tell you a real quick story. That's one of my, I tell it all the time just because it was so amusing to me. And I'll make it real quick. But we went to a drag show here in town, and there were several really good performances. And some of them, I mean, really good. And they would come by and, put the dollars or whatever in there and say, oh man, that was great. But one guy got up and he was dressed as, he was about 6'3", I think, on his own. But he was wearing white heels about this tall and was dressed in a unitard suit with a unicorn horn. So he was a big giant, it was a big black guy in a white unicorn suit. And he did his routine and it was good, but it was not as good as the others to me. And when he came walking, he was walking around to do, by the way, if I'm using the pronouns wrong here and all that, just forgive me. I'm not around that world much, so I don't know if it should be she or he or whatever in a drag show. I'm not really sure. But if one or two of you in the comments tell me if I'm referencing somebody in a drag show, which it should be, I would appreciate it. But don't have every single person tell me, because I only need a couple and I'll be corrected. And like I say, it's just because I'm not out in that world. I'm actually very much a homebody. But anyway, to finish the story, they came walking around and then came by the table and was looking, and I wasn't putting money in because I was doing it for the ones that I liked. And we were in the middle of a conversation when they walked up anyway. So anyway, we were sitting there and we were all talking and not really paying attention to what was going on. And apparently they came right up next to the table, and we weren't putting $1 in or whatever because we were distracted. And then all of a sudden he cleared his throat and said, "Enjoying the show, motherfuckers?" And was pissed off that we didn't acknowledge the existence. And what else can you do? Yeah. Sorry. And, it was just odd. But now we say that all the time. If something's going on, it'll just be "enjoying the show, motherfuckers." So it was just funny to me. That's my drag show story that I just found amusing. But anyway, back to the video. As far as that goes, that is by far one of my favorite performances of hers so far. I liked the music was secondary to her voice through the entire thing, and it had the builds and the swells and all of that, but her voice was the important thing. And the lyrics, I'm glad I turned the lyrics on so I could really take them in, because they were awesome. Sorry, you hear Ash. I was just astounded by that. Hey, man. All right. I know y'all love Ash, so I'll get him up here for a minute. Let him sit. But, oh, there you go, dude. Well, I tried. I'll actually put this on and watch it from time to time, and it would be impossible for me to sing, but man, I would love to try, even if I have to drop it down a bit, because it's just a gorgeous song. And what she was singing about was very introspective and all that. And the thing about the broken mirrors and I know that she sees many sides to herself. So that could be, I'll look up who wrote and directed, and, well, not who directed because it was Jimmy Kimmel, but who wrote the song and all that. And then I'll put some references. You'll probably already seen them down in the bottom. All right. I'm going to move on to the next one. Probably I've done like 2 or 3 Lady Gaga ones already, and I've got to fill out some others as well, of the Lana Del Rey's and the Billie Eilish and all. So I hope that you'll join me for all of those as well. Like I say, please subscribe, and I will see you next time. So have a great day, great night, and great life. Bye.